Katie, thanks. The top electoral contest in Montana this year is for the U.S. Senate, with Democratic incumbent Jon Tester running for a third term. This week, MTN's Mike Dennison is profiling the candidates in this big dollar marquee race. Today, he takes a closer look at Republican challenger Matt Rosendale.
State Auditor and Insurance Commissioner Matt Rosendale moved from Maryland to Montana 16 years ago, buying a ranch north of Glendive in far eastern Montana. It already has a substantial political resume in the state. He served 6 years in the legislature. He ran for the U.S. House in 2014 and won election as state auditor 2 years ago. Rosendale's professional background is real estate development. Most recently, he put together a housing subdivision just north of Great Falls. Rosendale says he got involved in politics at the urging of friends and neighbors who wanted a conservative voice representing them.
Folks asked me to go in and run for office to reduce regulations that they found to be burdensome on them and their businesses. They asked me to reduce spending. They asked me to protect their property rights. They've asked me to protect their gun rights. That's what I've done.
He won a four-way primary in June to become the Republican nominee to challenge Tester. Since then, he's had President Trump firmly in his corner, with visits to the state twice to campaign for Rosendale and go after Tester.
It's time to retire liberal Democrat Jon Tester.
Rosendale has returned the favor, saying he's all in for helping Trump carry out his agenda.
I think that the entire agenda that the president has put forward is all very important. It's basically to expand our economy, it's to reduce regulations and the burdens on our businesses and our families, and it's also to make sure we preserve our national security.
Rosendale says Tester is just trying to slow the Trump train, noting his opposition to the 2017 Republican tax cut bill and Trump's Supreme Court nominees, among other things.
There's nothing wrong with being a counterbalance, and I really enjoy dialogue myself. But there is a difference between being a person who's going to be a counterbalance and someone who's just being an obstructionist.
Rosendale will be easily outspent by Tester in the campaign, but so far this year, he's had more than $11 million in help from outside groups. Most recent polls show Tester with a slight lead, or rate this contest a toss-up. It will be watched closely on a national level. But there's also a third candidate, Libertarian Rick Breckenridge, who will profile tomorrow. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Senator Tester and the other two U.S. Senate candidates are scheduled to debate this coming weekend live at 6 p.m. on Saturday on most MTN stations. In Helena, you can watch on our sister station KXLH, and in Great Falls on KRTV. You can also live stream that debate on our website, ktvh.com.